He probably didn't know either until we were
working on it. We were trying to figure out what everyone wanted to play. He couldn't make up his mind. This wasn't even on his radar last night when I was saying we were there till 2 a.m. I was there till 2 a.m. It wasn't even on his radar yet.
He was talking to me earlier about this deck choice, and he said that he picked it up on the drive here. He decided, you know what, Wolf Run is the deck of choice. You know, and it shocks me because Nick is the control player. I rarely ever see him play anything else.
That really kind of gets under my skin because, you know, I'm the person that playtested the same deck for about a month straight, and then he comes and does this. And he even made a joke that he's so used to going to time every single round because he always plays control, and yeah, now he's just, you know, playing big spells. And
let's say we're used to playing. He's been testing like a Drago Esper deck, Drago blue white.
Skeletons.
We've been playing the blue black skeletons that I top 8'd with, and yeah, this wasn't even in the picture. This was not even in the picture yesterday. He was playing games with Tempered Steel last night, but this wasn't even on the table.
Speaking of going to time, Edge might yell at me for this one, but he did receive a game warning earlier today for taking 5 minutes or something like that for his sideboarding.
Oh.
But then he finished the match in 18 minutes.
Okay.
So it's kind of hilarious that...
So he was just deep in the tank. He wasn't stalling.
He wasn't slow rolling at all. It might be just the fact that he doesn't know the deck that well.
Well,
so it took him a little bit.
Picked it up today.
He doesn't know it that well, and the thing about Nick is he's one of the most careful players I know. And it bothers him. Like, it really gets to him when he knows he did something wrong. So he takes all the time to make sure he knows the correct lines for everything. Which is why I'm surprised he just picked up this deck, because he's really meticulous about deck choice and about sideboarding.
So do you think he does a hard mulligan here to get the Slag Storm? Like, does that seem like the card, or just like enough lands to do things?
Yeah, he just needs to be able to play. If he can just play, I feel like this matchup is really one-sided.
Yeah, an early Galvanic Blast isn't bad either on that token. There's a Galvanic Blast.
There's the lands.
2 lands and a Sphere of Suns.
On the Pilgrim seems great, because then he can't...
And he's got a Green Suns in it, so he's got a ramp. He's got 2 ramp spells in hand and 2 lands. He's keeping this one and running it.
And John is carefully hiding his hand.
He doesn't want us to see.
Oh, it's double Gal Blast. This is a really nasty hand for Edge.
Does he have any red, or does he have to ramp for it?
And we got a mulligan.
He's got Seared Suns. John's going to ship this one and go to 6. So hopefully their one real game wasn't just game 1.
Yeah.
So who else is in our top 8 for this event?
We've got Jamie Nostrand playing against Lance Schultz, and Jamie's playing Esper Control. Lance is playing blue-red Counterburn.
Okay, and Lance just came off of last weekend. He actually split the finals of the BC Comics 1K.
Okay. Yeah, and then we've got from Team Alpha also. It was Jamie's Team Alpha, and then we've got Frank playing tokens.
Is he playing tokens, or is he playing Moreland Aggro?
He's playing Moreland Aggro with Angelic Destinies.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of know that because he destroyed me in round 3.
I was actually playing games with Frank the other night. I was playing games with this deck, and I thought it seemed pretty solid. I don't know how well it doesn't seem like it fares very well against the Illusion deck, though, so that matchup's going to be pretty interesting.
Oh, John goes down to 5. That's not good.
That was one of Frank's losses, was to Caleb Estrada, who's also in the top 8, playing Illusions.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got Frank playing Illusions right now. Sounds like.
Playing against Illusions. And Chris Hammond's also in the top 8 with playing Illusions.
And I'm trying to remember, I think
Zach Strong is in the top 8.
I think it's
playing.
Is it?
Zach Strong playing 5-color Wolf Run.
Oh. And that's your guys' brew that you came up with, right?
Is that called Floyd?
The Floyd.
The Floyd, yeah.
And how did the name Floyd get coined?
Explain to me why you need all 5 colors.
You don't.
Okay. So it's just...
It started as a joke, and then he played an FNM with it, and it wasn't bad, and he just loved it. And so he's like, I'm just going to play the Brawl. Brawl's not like a high-pressure tournament or anything, and he wanted to play a deck that was fun. People started talking about him playing the Floyd, and so he just decided to run with it. He was not expecting to do this well. Like, I got multiple texts from him over the course of the day saying, I don't understand what's happening. But
sometimes they can't deal with it. You know, a primeval is a primeval. You know,
yep, and
any
so
way you look at it.
like, he should demolish any of the control decks. He's very nervous about playing against any of the Delver decks, though.
So we've got a mold of 5 with John on the draw, and not a whole lot going on.
And Edge didn't hit his 3rd land, but he's got double Green Sun Zenith.
He's got
so
Green
he
Sun,
So he can Green Sun for birds, or he can... I don't know what other 2s he has. What 2s he has, if any.
I don't think he has any 2s. So I think it's definitely going to be a Green Sun for 1.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's also got 3. He's also got 3 shocks in
he
him.
just ships the turn.
Ooh, and an O-ring on the sphere is going to make it difficult.
Yep. And he rips the red source, so I think he can stabilize.
Yeah.
You think he play the land and then Green Sun for 1?
I'd be shocked if he does not Green Sun.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do it last turn. What's the reasoning of that line?
I'm not sure. I don't know what's in that list.
Okay. Yeah, what is he holding out? Like,
Edge always has a plan, so I wouldn't be...
Ooh, that's... Okay. Yes,
with nothing going on Nick's side, this Garrick is really going to be a beating.
So he's got double Green Sun in his hand.
Like, the Garrick's going to be beating. It's flip now, so it's much less of a threat, and obviously he has the...
Okay, so upkeep.
Yeah. And obviously he has the Slag Storm in his hand now.
That's okay. That's why he's not playing the Green Sun. And John looking not too bad with what appears to be 4 cards in hand. He's gonna swing for 2 with the Wolf token.
Well, I think he has Elspeth Tyrael.
I think he has Hero.
Oh. Wow. That's a good 5 cards. Let me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this game could be ending very quickly if Edge doesn't find an answer to that hero.
Slag Storm doesn't deal with the hero, and that guy can single-handedly win the game.
I could easily see playing Corruptor just to kill the hero.
What?
Edge is not going to be dead after the first attack, but he's not going to have much outs afterwards.
You can Green Sun for 3 to get the Corruptor, right?
Yep, he's playing Corruptor. Most likely going to just block the hero, just to lower it so he can Slag Storm.
Yep.
If he has that possibility.
Yep, that's the plan, but he needs a red source still.
Yeah. No. Nick looks pretty dead in the water here.
He's got a Galvanic in his hand.
Yeah.
So he
that's right.
He actually can block and kill.
Yeah, he can block it and blast. But he's taking a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would have been huge is if he drew the Gavany Township there.
He's going to take 7 here. The hero's going to die. And then we're going to see what John has to follow that up.
So Edge is taking 2, 4,
7,
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, he's got Battle Cry on all of them.
7. Yep. Oh yeah, 8.
So he's taking 9. He's going down to 9.
He's got Slag Storm in hand. He needs a second red source though.
And there's a card off screen that we don't know what it is.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Yep.
I think it's Elspeth.
It looks, yep.
He's putting tokens out. Oh, Slag Storm.
Slag Storm's still alive.
He did not draw his red source.
Do an Ink Moth. As he reluctantly.
And we're going for a Thron, it looks like.
Isn't he dead?
Don't know what that does.
Pretty sure he's going to be dead. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Yep, that's it.
Yep, that's the game.
Yep.
So John with a really aggressive mull ends up being rewarded for it. Wow, just a great line he played.
That's the thing with these proactive decks, that even on a mull to 5, if he draws the aggro cards against a slower deck that can fumble on their lands,
he
can easily take it over.
I don't know. The key to winning the matchup was, 1, Hero Blade Hold's a very difficult card to deal with, and 2, Edge had to stumble both games that John won for him to be in it.
Yeah.
Let's say both games, there were plenty of draws. There were land draws where Edge was very well in the game. I'm not sure what he was doing with the Green Sun Zeniths.
Yeah.
But
he could have Slag Stormed at any moment if he had gotten a bird.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was playing. Maybe he took the birds out. Maybe I'm just wrong and there's no birds in that list.
My guess is there's no birds because honestly, there's really no reason not to get a bird there to start off with.
So as he's slipping through, I don't actually see any birds.
I don't see it either.
That might be why. Yeah.
And there's all those Infernal Titans clumped together again.
Do you think the idea was bringing more early removal and thus leaving your mana open for that instead of playing birds?
He already had a lot of early removal.
Oh, they're the birds. Yeah, he had them in the sideboard.
He just sideboarded them out.
Ouch.
He was probably trying to play around the Slag Storm, like his own Slag Storm, so he's not ruining his own ramp.
Right.
But in this case, it ended up costing him the game.
Yep. So, like, you can tell he's pretty he's kind of frustrated, but you can't be.
He's talking through the play there why he didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that he sideboarded Sphere of the Suns out as well. I feel like he needs that ramp to get up to a 6-drops in an aggro matchup. I understand he probably brought in more removal, but
inexperience and some stumbling and draws and poor sideboarding costed him this one. But yeah, but that's just how it goes.
So any predictions or last words before we move on to the next round?
Well, congratulations to Josh first off, or not Josh, John.
John, yeah.
And good luck in the top 4. I can easily see him taking down the whole tournament, but I don't know how well this Illusions matchup is, and there's a lot of Illusions in the top 8 yet.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting for sure to see. We're going to see some beat down.
If Jamie ends up winning his match and gets paired against tokens, we have tested that, and it's a very lopsided in Jamie's favor. But he has to get through Counterburn, which is a very hard matchup to beat.
Is that a spicy tech that he has?
That's Stingflinger's spider?
Stingflinger's spider for Delver?
They're talking about right now. Yeah.
Got you.
Or Olivia.
Or Olivia. That's very relevant.
What exactly does the flinger do?
When it comes into play, it destroys a target creature with flying.
And how much does it cost?
5.
5.
Okay.
But it seems real spicy as a Green Sun target.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will wrap this up, and we'll see you in top 4.